I told him I wanted to follow George and not Mr. Showbiz. Just imagine, I mean, Mr. Showbiz, Mary Poppins, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, and on Broadway, and Lion King and Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid and on in animation. Wow, Tom, you're the one that has the great career. So, you're sitting in your office one day when the call comes and you rush to stage A at the Disney studio just in time to hear a parrot sounding a lot like Wally Bogue respond to Walt Disney's question. Quote, "What's a four-letter word for what a parrot does on the bottom of its cage?" Grit, the parrot, Wally answers. And the natural question for Dick and Bob Sherman is, what the heck is going on? And what does it have to do with writing songs and movies for television? Well, it's a different world in the Disney parks, as all of you know. But just as their songs created a musical genre for Disney films and television, Dick and Bob Sherman injected musical magic into the Magic Kingdoms in a way no one had ever imagined before. In fact, who can imagine Disneyland without hearing the background music for Summer Magic here on Main Street? Or the beautiful Feed the Birds, as Tom said, when you shop in the Emporium, or the unspellable supercalifragilisticexpialidocious when you ride the carousel in Fantasyland. So when I think of the Disney parks around the world today, I can hear all the birds sing words and the flowers croon, "There's a great big beautiful tomorrow," because one little spark of imagination has been making memories and creating miracles from molecules in a world of laughter, a world of tears, where there's just one moon and one golden sun, and a smile means friendship to everyone. And I'll bet all of you can hear it too. And I forgot the haunting memory of, and I've told Richard about this, my favorite, the long gone Magic Journeys from the Journey into Imagination Pavilion in Epcot. And one even Dick and Bob would probably like to forget, from the Astuter Computer Review in Epcot. Please, don't ask and I won't tell. Those of us who had the privilege of working with Richard M. Sherman and Robert B. Sherman on Disney park shows know that their chemistry with Walt Disney was something no scientist at DuPont or Monsanto could possibly dream up. Walt's dreams were their commands, and in turn, Dick and Bob gave tune and word to Walt's stories for his park worlds and, of course, the World's Fair. Their respect, their love for Walt was never more vocal than in the real words they wrote for that Carousel Progress show. Walt has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. So, you know, it seems so obvious now, but back in the day when the birds first sang words and the children of It's a Small World first sang and danced their way into our hearts, it was all brand new, one of a kind, cutting edge. And two brothers, Richard and Robert Sherman, wrote tunes and words that will last as long as there are Disneylands and worlds somewhere on our truly small planet. And now, here to share a little background on the legacy of our Main Street windows, please welcome the chairman of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, Tom Staggs.
I have no idea what Marty was complaining about. I get to follow two creative legends. I think they were staging this, they said we're going to need two legends and a suit. Guess who I am? You know, Walt Disney began this tradition of dedicating windows back in 1955. Disneyland was the biggest